Okay, just a quick note beforehand. Sorry the audio is so bad. I'm buying a new microphone soon. So, yeah, just try to bear it for as long as you can, I guess. Enjoy, maybe? Oh. Major spoilers ahead for Super Mario Odyssey and Galaxy. Moons are powering your soul. I'm the Lore Detective, and today I'll be telling you why. Super Mario Odyssey, Mario's brand new adventure on a brand new console. In this installment, Mario's going back to his 3D roots on his quest to save Peach, and on his way, collect moons. These power moons are vital to power Mario's hatship, so that he can track down Bowser and stop his wedding. But there's a very simple question that no one is asking. What are moons? Most people would say that they're just the newest MacGuffin in the franchise, so that we wouldn't have to keep on chasing stars. But the evidence points to something far more sinister. It's my theory that moons are parts of, or the energy powering, souls. Soul power. Let's get into it. First off, the name, Power Moon. Why would it be called that? The moon I can understand, but power? What power do they hold? Well, the obvious choice is energy, for technology. They not only power the Odyssey along its quest, but also the entirety of New Donk City, as it's a mission in-game to restore its electricity center to full functionality. There, we see hundreds of moons drained of their energy in order to run the city. But they appear to be doing much more than that. In the battle with Bowser's giant dragon, which I have to say was a pretty bold move by Nintendo's creative team, once you defeat him, you get a multi-moon. But when he gives it up, something odd happens. He gets tired. You can come back to him in the post-game at any time, and he'll say that he's tired. He never regained his energy, he is just exhausted. Forever. Sure, this could have just been an easy way for the devs not to have to kill off this amazing dragon, which I'm fine with. It's awesome. But then I realized that every boss in the game gives up their moon once they kick the bucket. Gotta keep it advertiser friendly. This means that enemies in Odyssey have energy inside of them. Energy that can be used to power technology. Case in point, the shields imprisoning objective power moons, guarded by massive enemies. When those enemies die, the shield loses power, meaning the enemy itself was loaning power to it. You might be thinking, well then, why doesn't every enemy in Odyssey drop a moon? It simply could be because there isn't enough energy inside the minion in the first place. Since there's more power inside a boss, a multi-moon drops. For smaller enemies, you could have to take multiple together to become one. Seem far-fetched? We can see it happen in-game, and it's called moon shards. When you collect enough of these pieces, you get a full power moon. It's entirely possible that the energy from these creatures could float around in small pieces, until it collects with enough other bits of energy to become a moon. After all, how did moons get caught in weird places like on a skull sign or on a dragon's horn? These could be places for them to form together, condensating, sort of like water droplets. But all I'm pointing to so far is that these are energy. There's been nothing pointing to how these are about your soul at all. This could just be energy that is used by the creatures in this world, much how our bodies convert our food into energy that our muscles use. However, what doesn't fit with this assumption is the fact that these moons appear alive. Not just physically either, seeing how moons have eyes. Really think about that. Actual eyes. But also in the way that they can feel pain. In Super Mario Galaxy, you are tasked with rescuing a Grand Star from a machine draining its energy. The specific Luma, those little star-shaped dudes from Galaxy, for those who don't know, who tells you to save it, states the following. Oh, that poor Grand Star. This means that this Grand Star is sentient and in pain. You don't have to analyze NPC lines either. In-game, Lumas will come together to become different items, such as launch stars, in order to help Mario on his quest. Heck, at the end of the game, it's the Lumas that sacrifice themselves and use their energy to save everyone. Lumas that can speak, feel, and use their energy to accomplish incredible tasks that other things like, for instance, power stars do. But okay, you might be saying, we weren't talking about stars, we were talking about moons, right? Well, as it turns out, we were talking about both. There's more in common between moons and stars than just the adjective power. They both serve the same function in their respective games. In Galaxy, they're used to power the observatory, and in Odyssey to power the hat ship by the same name, the Odyssey. More than just physical design similarities, seeing how both have eyes of the same design, they also vary in color. The color-coded Kingdom moons from Odyssey, and the special stars one can collect in Galaxy, the green stars. One can find stars in Odyssey as well, in the Mushroom Kingdom, even though they are called moons. You can use these stars to power the Odyssey itself. One reasonably good argument is that it takes less stars to power a massive observatory in Galaxy, while it takes as many or more to power a small airship in Odyssey. However, this could simply mean that one holds more power than the other. If it holds enough energy, moons become stars. Seeing that stars are, in real life, brighter than moons, it makes sense that moons hold less energy than stars, but still share the same basic attributes and the same basic form of energy. This means that if moons are like stars, then they have to be alive, feeling. And because they manifest inside of enemies, then the obvious conclusion is that moons are the very life force of everything in the Mario universe. And if that isn't enough for you, get ready for this. At the end of Super Mario Galaxy, a giant black hole appears and begins to suck the entire universe into it. To save Mario and company, all of the Lumas and stars go inside of the black hole to start the universe over. Long story, just go with it. When it all explodes to become anew, our heroes find themselves back in the Mushroom Kingdom, with all their newfound friends there with them. But many of the stars that must have been sucked in there at some point are just not there anymore. The only answer I can think of is that they became everything and everyone that can be seen at the end of the game. This can explain a lot of weird stuff in Odyssey too. Where do all the power moons used to power New Donk City come from? Found on the side of the road? Or farmed from enemy spawning locations and exploited to run an entire city? Any speculation aside, this means that Mario, hero of the Mushroom Kingdom, family-friendly face of Nintendo, has powered his journey to save a princess using the souls of innocent creatures. Mario is no hero. He's trampled upon the corpses of the thousands he's murdered and thrown them into a furnace to charge his disgusting motives. And that's how moons are powering souls. Thanks for watching. I'm kind of new to this whole YouTube thing, and I know this video is not the best it could be, but I plan on getting better and improving myself. I would really appreciate the feedback though, so leave a like if you actually enjoyed it. Comment down below on your thoughts on the theory, because I think it's pretty good. Subscribe if you want to, I guess, see some future stuff. I mean, that's why you would subscribe in the first place. I feel stupid now. Anyways, I plan to keep uploading this, even if I don't explode overnight, which I doubt I will. Anyways, maybe follow me on Twitter to stay updated at Lore Detective. And, yeah, that's about everything for this. So, this has been the Lore Detective. God bless.